Welcome to G-Man-P, the great TV. Back at it again. If you tuned in, hit that like, share, subscribe. If not, we ain't doing no tripping. Now today, what we talking about is I wanted to read Leviticus 18:2 to 30. It really, it touched on a lot of things that's going on in this world today. And I just wanted to share it because it's, it just highlights and it brings out a lot. So I'm going to read Leviticus 18:2 to 30. Jehovah continued to speak to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, I am Jehovah your God. You must not behave as they do in the land of Egypt, where you were dwelling, and you must not do what they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you, and you must not walk in their statutes. You should carry out my judicial decisions, and you should keep my statutes and walk in them. I am Jehovah your God. You must keep my statutes and my judicial decisions. Anyone who does so will live by means of them. I am Jehovah." So now, 6 through 30, these are Jehovah God's demands. This is his judicial decisions and his demands. No man among you should approach any of his close relatives to have sexual relations. I am Jehovah. You must not have sexual relations with your father, and you must not have sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother, and you must not have sexual relations with her. You must not have sexual relations with your father's wife. It is exposing your father to shame. You must not have sexual relations with your sister, either the daughter of your father or the daughter of your mother, whether she is born in the same household or both outside of it. You must not have sexual relations with the daughter of your son or the daughter of your daughter, because they are your own nakedness. You must not have sexual relations with the daughter of your father's wife, the offspring of your father, because she is your sister. You must not have sexual relations with your father's sister. She is your father's blood relative. You must not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, because she is your mother's blood relative. You must not expose your brother to shame by having sexual relations with his wife. She is your aunt. You must not have sexual relations with your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife, and you must not have relations with her. You must not have sexual relations with your brother's wife, because it exposes your brother to shame. You must not have sexual relations with a woman and her daughter. You must not take the daughter of your son and the daughter of your daughter in order to have relations. They are close relatives. It is an obscene act. You must not take a woman in addition to her sister as a rival wife and have sexual relations with her while her sister is alive. You must not approach a woman during her menstrual impurity and have sexual relations with her. You must not have sexual intercourse with the wife of your fellow man, making yourself unclean. You must not allow any of your offspring to be offered to Molech. You must not profane the name of your God in that way. I am Jehovah. You must not lie down with a male in the same way that you lie down with a woman. It is a detestable act. A man must not have sexual intercourse with an animal to become unclean by it, nor should a woman offer herself to an animal to have intercourse with it. It is a violation of what is natural. Do not make yourself unclean by any of these things, for it is by all these things that the nations that I am driving out from before you have made themselves unclean. Therefore, the land is unclean, and I will bring punishment on it for its error. and the land will vomit its inhabitants out. But if you yourself must keep my statutes and my judicial decisions, and you must not do any of these detestable things, whether a native or a foreigner who is residing among you. For all these detestable things were done by the man who lived in the land before you, and now the land is unclean. Then the land will not have to vomit you out for defiling it, the same way that it will vomit out the nations that were before you. If anyone does any of these detestable things, all those doing them must be cut off from among their people. You must keep your obligations to me by not practicing any of the detestable customs that were carried on before you, so that you do not make yourselves unclean by them. I am Jehovah your God. So right there, it was just stating the things that you shouldn't do sexually, and what type of sexual relationships you should be having according to God. So, I just wanted to put that out there. That's, that hits home. A lot of things is going on that justify why this world is unclean. So if you tuned in, good looking. Who didn't, it is what it is. Hit that like, share, subscribe. If not, we ain't doing no tripping. Peace.